It's not fair. That's a phrase that's often heard in my house as my boys squabble over who gets first dibs on the remote or who's had a little bit more mummy time than the other. It seems that fairness and equality is hardwired into our DNA. We are hardwired to recognise when someone else is treated better than ourselves. But it doesn't always seem to work the other way, does it? Life's not fair, I might say to my boys, or help them to understand that what seems unfair now will work itself out in the fullness of time. It's hard for them to see when they've been given a little extra more mummy time than their brother, but if they've got a little less, I'll know about it all right. Our God is a God of justice. There is nothing he is more passionate about than seeing all people treated fairly. The book of Amos in the Old Testament is a book all about justice. It's a book that condemns Israel, sometimes in the harshest of terms, for forgetting about, ignoring, or even willfully abusing the poor. It says this: "For 3 sins of Israel, or for 4, I will not relent. They sell the innocent for silver, and the needy for a pair of sandals. They trample on the heads of the poor as on the dust of the ground, and they deny justice to the oppressed." When God sees the poor treated unfairly, he does not stay silent. He's not absent when the market traders use fraudulent balances to con their customers. He doesn't overlook the religious people who are fervent in prayer and praise and yet step over the homeless to get to the temple. He will not accept people being sold into slavery. Sometimes it might seem that God doesn't see the poverty in our own land or that he allows it to happen. But we can be assured that he sees everything, every injustice, every act of evil that makes the poor poor and the rich richer. And he won't allow it to go unpunished in time. But what does this mean for us now? Psalm 139 verse 23 and 24 says this: "Search me, O God, and know me. See if there is any offensive way in me." Our choices of food, clothes and technology may be perpetuating unjust systems where those who produce the raw materials are barely paid enough to feed themselves. You could make sure you buy fairly traded confectionery and clothes and research ethical companies to buy your goods from. Maybe this is a rallying cry to campaign for just systems in our own country and worldwide. You can join campaigns to lobby your MP and put pressure on those in society with the greatest power and influence. You can support those working in the poorest and neediest communities of the world. Support them with your finances and with your prayers, so that the poor may be seen and heard and known and may be lifted out of their poverty. Do all of these things. As it says in Micah 6 verse 8, act justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with your God.